Can we revamp an existing Airbnb listing for only $1,500? It is totally possible to make small changes that make a big impact in your listing. And we're gonna walk you through the entire process. I'm gonna show you the existing Airbnb listing. Here you are. It's been running for a few years now, and it doesn't look too bad, but right off the top, you can tell that they don't have any professional photos, and obviously that's like the biggest no-no when it comes down to having an Airbnb listing. So since I'm auditing this listing from afar, all I have to go off of are honestly the listing photos and what my owner thinks is at the home. Because again, this is the midterm. She hasn't been here since like the beginning of the year. So we actually have no idea what the Airbnb actually looks like. So let's start with the money shot. And the money shot is the photo that it's the best photo. It's the photo that's gonna make everybody, maybe they're not gonna book by clicking that photo, but they're at least gonna click to go see your listing. They're gonna see what else does this place have to offer. This is your eye-capturing moment, and honestly, you have one chance to do this. And as you can see here, this money shot is anything but eye-capturing. This does not scream, I am literally on Pacific Coast Highway in Huntington Beach, surfer's paradise, come stay with me. This says, I'm dark and dingy and there's no throw pillows and nothing about this is inviting, and no.
Ooh, Lord, have mercy.
This is just a no for me. So when I look at this, I'm like, okay, maybe, maybe not. We may need some artwork up there. We definitely got to put some throw pillows. We definitely need a larger rug, maybe a lighter colored rug. As I'm auditing this profile, I'm just noticing that it looks a bit dark, dull, and there's not too many like guest-friendly amenities here that's gonna attract a long-term guest. One of the biggest things for me as an Airbnb host is that I always love the bed to have 4 pillows. One, it just looks nicer in photos, to be honest, and 2, it just makes it look extra comfy. The pillows just look flat and boring, and honestly, I hate it. Every time I take on a new client and they already have an existing Airbnb profile, I honestly just go down the reviews and I seriously just like dissect into those reviews to see 1, what's going on, 2, what can be improved, and 3, this is really gonna tell me why the owner needs our help as a co-host. Accuracy and value is where we come in as the true Airbnb professionals, because we know what value we're gonna bring and what we could actually price that at. Now, as a reminder, I am prepping this from afar. I actually did not go to the property until it was time to install, so it was super important for me to really look at the photos and see what we were gonna need. Off the bat, you already know we're gonna need new pillows, we're gonna need new linens. I knew that this condo had such good potential and I really wanted to give it like a nice coastal vibe, just make it like bright, airy, like very welcoming here. So I knew that we were gonna have to purchase some fabulous artwork, maybe some curtains, some new rugs, some throw pillows, some throws, honestly, because it does get a little chilly by the beach sometimes. So, you know, I was excited to go to HomeGoods and buy all the fun stuff.
I think it's my favorite place.
But before we actually did get there, I did purchase all of the sheets and linens ahead of time because I am a true fan of the bedshirt products. You could buy them on Amazon. Not only are they like a great price, but the quality is so good. We get so many guests who write us and actually compliment us on the linens and ask like what they are. And I'm always sending them the Amazon link to purchase. I also ordered the August Smart Lock because that is what we're currently using for a majority of our properties. All of the bedshirt products and the August Smart Lock are linked below in this video if you guys want to get your own for your own listings. Plus, I also just wanted to like step foot into the condo and see what was actually there and what the accuracy was of the photos compared to what's actually still in the condo. Once we were able to go down the condo, guys, I was so excited. I love going to new properties and seeing what's really going on. So when we got there, the first thing I did was kind of get into guest mode. And I saw what was missing, what was not missing. I do have my own shopping list. This is not even a plug for my shopping list, but I do actually use it. So I had a printout of my shopping list and I went through every single room and just literally noted what was missing and kind of compiled my order that way. So I made my Target list and then I made my HomeGoods list. I tried to get as much as I could at Target and I just placed an online pickup order, so that was gonna save me a ton of time. Since we only had 1.5 days to be at this condo and get it ready and revamped, I had to move kind of quick. Here's an MBX pro tip. We do spend the night at a majority of our properties, especially if they're an existing Airbnb and we're onboarding them, because there's so many things that go wrong that an owner does not really know. And of course, we're there and we're being super picky. We're being the guest that will write you about everything. There was no smoke alarm. We also had to buy a new handle for the door. We had to fix the drain cover for the shower. We had to snake the shower. So there was a few things we had to do that we were not expecting, but it's okay. And also, this condo is a bit dark, so I wanted to really elevate that and use lighter colors to make it look bright and airy in there. As a midterm rental, having a dedicated workspace is literally an essential. And this owner did have two pretty standard IKEA desks, but the tops were actually just like, you know, abused and overused, as what happens when you have a running MTR. So all we did was literally place an IKEA order and we just got 2 tabletops and replaced that. It was like the simplest thing and honestly made the place look so much better and new and fresh. And honestly, it just takes like time to do this. And a lot of owners don't have time, and that is why we are an essential part of an operation, because this is our job. We ended up spending $275 at Target. And honestly, Target was really just like essentials, bathroom and kitchen essentials. And of course, we had to get a few mattress protectors that I did not order online previously. And of course, my 8 standard pillows for the queen size beds. And honestly, I love Target pillows. Like their $10 option is actually really great for a guest. Quick pro tip, I do like to replace my pillows after every midterm stay, especially if the guest is there for like 3, 5, 6 months, because that's just gross to keep your pillows that long. And honestly, they're $10, like easy to just like toss and replace. So we had to go to Home Depot a few times. And I feel like that's with every project. Like you always think you do a great Home Depot run, but then you always forget something or you find something just wrong with the house. So our first Home Depot run was actually for the smoke alarm and the fire extinguisher. 2 huge things that every listing, no matter where you are, need, because obviously you don't want a fire. We also went to Home Depot to make all the copies of the keys, get lock boxes, and then of course we did have to snake the drain and we had to replace the drain cover or whatever it is. So Home Depot came in clutch, and luckily Home Depot, Target, and HomeGoods was literally all so close by, so it made our lives so much easier. And you know we had to end our trip with a HomeGoods run. And HomeGoods and I are besties.
That's my best friend.
And yes, I spent well over $600 at HomeGoods. But this is the make it or break it for me. This HomeGoods, by the way, shout out to HomeGoods in Huntington Beach, because this HomeGoods was literally outstanding. We got all of our coastal inspired artwork, and also I love that HomeGoods has like already framed artwork, and honestly at a very, very good price. I also ended up getting a bunch of throw pillows, and I went with a green and blue theme because yes, we are by the ocean. Something that was not in the listing were nightstand lamps. And do guests really use the nightstand lamps? I don't really know. But I will say that nightstand lamps just like really bring a room together, and 2 beautiful matching lamps can make such a huge difference in your listing photos. So yes, HomeGoods had an amazing assortment of fabulous little lamps, so we ended up buying a few of those. And of course, we threw in a bunch of cute little kitchen items at HomeGoods, and all of this came out to just over $600. And the best part was that at checkout, I was like, how much am I gonna spend? How much am I gonna spend? And I literally said 600, and we were just over at like 627. We ended up going slightly over. We ended right around under 1,700, and this was because we were not expecting to snake the tub. We were not expecting to install smoke alarms, fire extinguishers, and the tabletops. Now, I don't know if it's just that I've been doing this for a while or that my shopping checklist is honestly like just superb, but the owner was pretty impressed. When an owner comes to us, sometimes they are skeptical about being like, do I really trust somebody to like do all the shopping and like stay at my house and like do all the things? But the truth is that we do this very efficiently. We have done a dozen of these installs, and we just know what works for guests. And honestly, we did this in 1.5 days. We know Airbnb owners and operators, and it takes them months to do this. Months. Or they're emotionally attached to the actual property, and it just takes like an emotional toll where we are in there, we're in, we're out, we know what to buy, like let's do this. It took us 1.5 days and we're done. I encourage every solo operator or every co-host out there to really revamp and refresh your listing every 2 to 3 years for a few reasons. 1, trends come and go. Whatever you started with may be super out or honestly just seen everywhere, so you might want to put like a fresh new touch on your listing, and it might drive up really great bookings. Second is there's a lot of wear and tear happening at your property that you may or may not know about. Your cleaners may not tell you that, hey, there's some markers on your desktops. The cleaners may not tell you you're missing a knob on your stove. I mean, there's just certain things that get overlooked, and honestly, it takes like the owner or the co-host or whoever to go there and really, really identify those issues, and also a guest may not tell you. I honestly think that a reason why we excel as co-hosts is because we put the time and effort to go to all the properties. Yes, this property was in Orange County and we're based in Los Angeles, but we made an effort to spend 2 nights at this property and really understand what is going on, what the issues are, and how we could help the owner. And at the end of the day, this is an investment for us too. Because why would I take a listing that's subpar and then make subpar commission? I wanna have a listing that's amazing and it's worth my while to co-host. This is a win-win situation. And honestly, co-hosting is a true partnership. So my question was, can you revamp a 2-bedroom condo for $1,500? And the truth is, you can. You can go into your listing and really see what areas need to be touched on, what areas need to be enhanced on, and that can make a huge difference on who you're attracting and what kind of money you're making at the end of the month. If you guys want me to audit your listing, definitely book a one-on-one call. I would love to audit listings, one of my favorite things to do, and I could really tell you what you can do to attract great clientele. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. My name is Mercedes from MBX Homes. We are a co-hosting company based here in Los Angeles. And guys, if you want more videos like this, definitely like and subscribe because I love sharing with you what we actually do. Co-hosting is really not just messaging guests all day.